Hey there, let me show you how to make an R&B inspired Afrobeat in FL Studio. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get started. So first, let's pull up a melody loop. So I'm going to come to the Nima song starter, which you can get, the link is in the description. And I'm going to come to the melody. By the way, you can also get drum loops in here as well. But let's come to the melody loop section and let's preview some loops. Let's try another one. Perfect. So let's drag and drop this. You can set the tempo to any tempo you like. For example, I can randomly just type 97 BPM and I can simply stretch it to match. Now, when you're stretching samples, typically you want to go for either 2 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars, 12 bars, or 16. Basically, you want to go to the nearest 2 or 4 bars, okay? In this case, you can see it's closer to 16 bars than it is to 12 bars, okay? So I'll simply come right here, stretch it to 16, make sure it's perfectly on that 16 line. You can zoom in to confirm. Yep, it's right there. And then we're simply listen with the metronome on. Perfect. And what I like to do when I have a melody loop is I like to break it up into sections. So when we have this place right here, it's just like the chords and the guitar. And then here, we can hear more melodies there. And then right here again, you hear that we can hear more bass and ambient melodies in there. And then it gets more intense, okay? So this is how the melody loops are structured in the pack, so you can have that flexibility to just break them up, so you can use them in different song parts. For example, I can use this first part right here as the intro and the verse. Then I can use this part like a pre-chorus. I use parts to build up into the chorus, and then this part to just be like maybe the chorus or a drop, right? So you have that flexibility. Now let's come back here. Before we go too far, let's add a simple drum pattern to set our groove. So now let's open our channel rack, change this to all. I'm going to come to our Safi drum kits, which again you can get, the link is in the description. Come to one shot and I could simply come to kick. We typically want to start with a kick and the rim shots, okay? So I could start with just listen out for the kicks that you like the character of. Okay, I like this, so I'll simply drag and drop that. Now let's find a rim shot. So simply scroll down, come to rims. Let's try this. So let's build a basic pattern real quick, okay? Now we're not going to do the typical Afrobeat pattern. Okay, we're going to do something more like this. Doom, doom, da, doom, da, something like that. So let's have this position here. Simply turn that off. Then we can simply duplicate this for a bit so that we have that flow going on here. Let's reduce volume of the guitar and add some more layers to the drums. So I could come back here to the rims. Right, let's layer that up. So I'll simply copy my rim shot and paste it here. Again, in case if you have loop points on, turn it off. And we can even have like alright, so we have that done. And let's add some percussions. Come to the perc. Yeah, let's try that. And we can also try this as well. So let's try this. I think I prefer this. Let's try another percussion. Yeah, I think I'll prefer this here. Let's try some shaker loops. So come to loops. Let's come to shaker. Let's try that. And again, we'll set it to match our tempo. So simply stretch to the nearest 4 bars. Nice. Then let's come to hats. Let's try that. I think with loops is that it may sound like it's not going to work. So you just have to try it sometimes, okay? So let's try this. Again, we'll stretch and reduce the volume. All right, let's try something else. I'm going to come right here. Let's try this one. Turn this off. Again, make sure it's well stretched. All right, so let's listen. All right, so we have our drums already sounding good. Hey there, before we go any further, I want to let you know that I do offer 101 private coaching where I'll teach you personally how to make beats or how to mix and master professionally. So all you have to do is contact this WhatsApp number on your screen and let's get to know each other and see how I can help you achieve the goal and the results that you actually want. So without wasting any more time, let's get back to the lesson. And now we're going to add some melodies to this, okay? Now you can see our key is on A minor, okay? That is the production key of this sample, A minor. Typically, you can transpose it to change the key, but we're not going to do that today. Okay, we're just simply going to use it as it is. And one of the first things you want to do is add a chord progression when it comes to playing melodies, because when you add a chord progression, it's making it easier for you to play your other melodies. Okay, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to come, let's use Lounge Lizard to play our chords. Okay, so this is Lounge Lizard. I'm going to use the default presets. I'm not going to do anything fancy. So let's paste an empty pattern in here and then open the piano roll. Let's set the key and scale. A minor, remember it was on A minor. So yep, we have that set. Now, how do you play the chords for sound you're not familiar with? Because you're not necessarily familiar with this melody loop. How do you play the chords for this or for any other melody loop? Now, there are so many ways to go around this, but today I'm going to teach you how to play it by ear, okay? So first I'm going to do is just, again, stick within the light gray lines, okay? Usually the fourth or the fifth octave. So paste this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's make it a bit softer by pressing Option X or Alternate X if you use Windows. Let's try a higher octave just to be sure what we're hearing. If it doesn't sound correct, you can press Shift. Make sure this key right here, this snap to scale, is enabled. Then hold Shift and move up and down. You can hear I move it till it sounds the most accurate to you. Things sound the best here. Then you simply duplicate because it changed somewhere around here. Boom, yep, then take it back up again. Easily you've created the chord progression, okay? So you can simply duplicate that. If you want it to be like a 4-bar chord progression, that's fine. Now you can also create extensions and create inversions or even voicing. You can simply highlight this and take it up. Or if you don't want that, you can simply pull this out and just double it on a higher octave. Let's go back down to a lower octave. Hold Shift to pull it out, then take it to a higher octave. Nice. Now we can make it sound even more authentic, even more human by pressing Option S. Let's listen to it now. So you see that it sounds more authentic. Now let's also add some bass notes so that it sounds fuller. You don't have to do this part, but I like to add a bass note to my chord just to give it more weight. And then I can adjust the velocity of this. And I can also select this, press Option R and to randomize. Now we simply just want to adjust the velocity. Perfect. Nice. Now let's add a chord layer. Okay, I'm going to come to, again, where I already played my chord. I'm going to add a different plugin. Let's use Xenology this time. And after loading up Xenology, I'm going to be using this sound Psycho EP. And all I have to do is just simply copy my chords and paste it. The thing with the chord layer, you can let it play the entire progression, or you can simply let it play only a few parts. Reduce the volume, turn the melody loop back on. Hey there, so just a quick one. If you're finding this tutorial helpful, I want to let you know that we also offer structured courses that you can learn step by step if you're trying to learn how to make beats or you're trying to learn how to mix and master What you have to do is check out our website, sctutorial.com, and you also earn your certification when you complete the course successfully. The course comes with materials and resources that will help you learn, and what you'll be getting will be straight results so you can make bangers or even make killer mixes. So if you're interested, don't forget to visit our website, sctutorial.com, and check out our available courses. It's 100% online and you get to learn at your own pace in your own time. Simply visit our website once again, sctutorial.com, and get started today. All right, so let's get back to the lesson. So now let's add some ambient melodies to this. I'm going to use augmented mallets just to give it some bounce in the background. Okay, I'm going to open this plugin. So let's look for some sounds. I think I'll go with this. So come to piano roll, and we're just going to play. Increase velocity. Typically, ambient melodies are played on the 5th or 6th octave, so let's try a higher octave. Okay, I think it sounds better just like this. Keep it real simple. So ambient melodies, you can play just 1 or 2 notes. You want to keep it as simple as possible, but what matters is that ambience. You can hear those notes that like has a long decay. That's what you really want. Okay, so let's add another ambience melody I'll be using. Let's try Pigments. One of the great plugins that I don't use a lot, but it's a really good plugin. So that's all I can find. So after searching, I ended up finding this, and I'll be using that. All right, so I'm going to come to the piano roll. That's all I can play in here. And again, you just want to keep it simple. Right, then the final ambience, let's add sky keys. Okay, I'm going to come right here, sky keys. Okay, let's try it. That's what we can create out of this. So the idea with playing multiple ambient melodies, like you want to kind of like find pockets of spaces. If you kind of observe, right, like they are really directly under each other, right? You can see this starts a little bit earlier and this starts, a little bit later. So you don't want them to be centered around the same position for too long. If it's going to sound just messy, okay, you want it to be a bit spread out. I'm going to change this sound. I don't like that sound, so let's. Now we don't necessarily need to play bass because we already have a part that has bass. So, but if you must add maybe a sub bass, maybe you want a bass in your verse, but you don't want all of that grooviness in your song, you can simply again just add a regular bass line. Let's use Triton. I could simply come right here, browse, and I could simply come to bass, and under bass I could choose Wicked Sign bass, for example. And there's so many ways you can play your bass line, but I'll keep it real simple because again I already have a groovy bass in the hook. So I'm just going to play a simple bass line. So let's just follow the bass notes. The bass note, by the way, is the first notes that made up the chord. That is your 1, 3, 5, right? So your number 1 is your bass note. So, and typically bass are played on the 3rd or 4th octave. Occasionally you may see some notes that have some bass on the 5th octave as well, but most times 3rd and 4th. Let's reduce the volume. So we have our bass. It's that easy, okay? And just like that, we can create sections of our song. So let's create a quick section. So we need to turn off the bass for a bit because we don't need the bass. So I could just simply have this here and then have this here. So we'll just listen to how it sounds with the loop changing, so you can get like multiple parts out of it. just like that, when you break it up, you can easily arrange your song to get all the interesting and unique parts of your production. So after breaking it up and adding some sound effects and transitions all from the Safi drum kit, here's how it sounds.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
And just like that, we've made an R&B inspired Afrobeat in FL Studio. If you'd like to get the kits we used in this video, you can simply check out our website, sctutorials.com, or click the links in the description. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon. Cheers.